All right. I'm going to hold on that just for now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to Night Talk. So come on in, grab a glass of wine, and join me. It's a summer night dream plus open chat. Analyze this at Unwine with Teddy. As always, fair use commentary. This broadcast is for education and entertainment purposes only. That's right. I don't know how much criticism I'll give tonight. It's a Sunday. It's relaxing. It is a summer night. It really is. And I like looking out at water just like that. That's not the water behind me, but I like the view. I do. And I like the full moon. And I like being with you. Let me know that you can hear the sound just fine. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears I call the Grizzlies. How's your day been going? Yep. Thank you. Yes, please give a thumbs up. Hit the like on your way in and subscribe to this channel. We are less than 100 people away from crossing a very important threshold. 5,000. Now, it's been a long time coming. Yes, but I think we can definitely do it before September. Mid-September. Yeah. For sure. I think we can do this with your help. I heard someone say they were taking a different direction. I did. I heard a content creator say that they would be taking a bit of a new direction. We'll see. I've heard that before. Yeah. Yeah. The thing about being a part of this sector, I mean, you're part of it, but you're not. Like right now, I am definitely trying to distance myself. I am. It's a gradual process. But I am, at least for this channel, this is 2024. And as I've mentioned a number of times, turning a page in a chapter, no, not only chapters, because I've had enough chapters in this book. I have. Mhm. That it's this particular story. It's time, just about time. Mhm. To close this book and put down this book. Mhm. Yeah. I've been thinking about a few things and how much more meaningful life can be and should be. Yes, for me. I have a meaningful life, but I'm talking about even more extraordinary. Mhm. It's never too late, no matter your age, as long as you have your health and your strength and your faculties about you, your mind. Mhm. Now, nature itself, there is there is nothing that is going to completely stop the process. No, because that's nature. It has a beginning, it has a life of its own, a middle, and then an end. For some of us, the pathway is much longer and much more complicated. For others, it is more simple, but yet fulfilling. But yet fulfilling. Hmm. Yeah. Now, the Democratic National Convention is coming up in, I think it's less than 2 weeks. For some reason, I have it as August 18th, but let me just check. I'm probably wrong. So it's scheduled August 19th, one day. So I'm thinking like a Sunday, but it actually begins on Monday, August the 19th through the 22nd. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of people will be arriving in Chicago, you know, delegates, activists, leaders, people from all over the country, you know, politicians, um, protesters. Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, Is it Dr. Umar? He said he said something like this, and of course I'll just paraphrase. We're not going to let, all these people, show up to Chicago without Chicago, showing up and showing out. And um, he gives his, phone number on his YouTube channel. I've watched his feedback recently on Kamala Harris and what's going on, and he's very outspoken. I enjoy listening to him. Let me see if I can pull his last. Dr. Umar Johnson. His YouTube. I don't know if he has more than one channel or not. Let's see. He must, because I'm looking at the one, it's I Knew TV, but I know it's not that one. So let me look at my, let's see. I think I should be able to look at my history because I did. And then there's someone else I ran across who I think I watched for the first time. He has a really great channel. But let's see. All right, so I'll take the short one. It's 60 MTV. That's what it's called. 60 MTV. Let's see. He has a video. He calls it Kamala is Obama 2.0. He's an activist. He's let's see. The 60 MTV YouTube channel, it says, is not owned or supported by Dr. Umar Johnson. I only donate, and I'm looking at the About page, to FDMG Academy using my government name, not 60 million views, because Dr. Umar Johnson doesn't know this. I'm called opportunist, low-key hater. Ooh. Dr. Umar Johnson's content is for education, entertainment, community dialogue. This channel's content is not based on hate speech. Video clips are for commentary from Dr. Umar Johnson's point of view. Okay. This is why I thought it may not be his channel, but I'm going to put this one up here in just a little bit. Before I do, let me come out and say hello to the mob. Yeah. Sound is good. Thank you, Vicky Black. Sound is good. Any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions? You can contact me right now at UNWINEWITHTEDDY at gmail.com. Now, that must be the sound from the outside. It's rather loud. It's night sound. You can hear like crickets or I guess they're crickets or whatever. But it's like that chirping and you just it's that background. Well, they must be out. I think they're crickets. I don't know. Yeah. But you can hear the water sound from the video. Okay. You like the background. I love this background. I like the deep blue. I do. It's nice, huh? Yeah, I should be playing music. Actually, I pulled some really nice music. I did. Some is jazz, some is like modern kind of music like that I came on with. Yep. hmm Good evening to Baby Juju. I see Mimi Twin, Gay Papaya. Who says? I think that's a good choice, Teddy. The messy streets are too much sometimes. Yeah. They are getting to be quite a bit. Although, like I said, I have not watched as much. I mean, very little. I I guess, some people go in or they're in the algorithm, and I guess getting in the algorithm, it depends on, I think, a number of factors, you know but one of which, if YouTube promotes your videos, um, I think it's one of the reasons is because people like your videos. you know yeah, and or you produce maybe a topic that people um, would be interested in your sector, I think. Or maybe YouTube will um, you know show you a video, or put it I'll just say in your feed. Yeah, if they think you're interested in it, something similar to things that you have been watching. Yeah. Good evening. It's blessed. But then, yeah, if you're in a specific, I guess, sector algorithm, and YouTube thinks that people would enjoy, yeah, it's all the same thing. Yeah, it's very calm in the bear cave. Yeah, on a Sunday night, it's beautiful. Can you hear the crickets? I mean, they are loud. They are. Cheers, ladies. That's coming from Blessed. And cheers back to you, says, miss you all. It's always nice when you come through. Mimi Twin says, the theme tonight is so soothing. Summer night dream? Yeah. Very calming, relaxing. Yeah, that's me. It is. That's me. I don't know how calming or relaxing it would be if I play a little bit of Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't have to put up his picture. I can just play part of the excerpt, in the background. I don't know how well it would go with, you know, this full moon and water, but you know what? I think it could go just fine because with Dr. Umar Johnson, even when he is giving his, critical analysis, I think, of individuals, even if he's in disagreement with them, um, specifically, I'll just say African American women, if he's in disagreement with them. Or I'll just say has a difference of opinion. How about that? He'll say my beautiful black queen. And he'll just talk. Yeah. He says, I love my beautiful black queen, but uh yeah. Yeah. So let me why not? I think I pulled it up. Here he's talking about, and it's a short video. It's less than 16 minutes. So I'll just play a little bit of it. It's fair use commentary, an excerpt. When did this come out? Just today. Taken from, he had a longer, video, and where he talked about um, Kamala Harris, Vice President. A couple of days ago, Kamala isn't playing It's Time to Panic. Something about Black America's worst nightmare. Yeah. It's just interesting. He's started really speaking about it. He he's controversial. And I think that's just him. Yeah. So let me see what he's beginning to say.
Kamala Harris threw y'all a 50 years of hip hop destruction cookout at her house with her snow puppy. That's what she did for you. And this is the woman you're going to vote in.
Let me open up my mic. Threw y'all a cookout with her snow puppy. And her snow puppy is her husband. Yeah. Gia Papaya says, I love it when men call their women queens. Yes. Can I play a little bit more of it? Are you interested? I never know exactly where I'm going to go, especially when it's open chat or, if I've been reading or through the news or whatever. I find to be interesting to give comment. Ooh. Yes, this is why I said he may not quite go with the background. Gia Papaya said, ooh, what? Okay, I don't like him anymore. He's quite controversial. Although I can pick one or two things out typically when I hear him, giving a talk that I will find rather provocative and or interesting and or it's the way he will put things, frame it, that I find on some level on some level rather fascinating. And then sometimes I'll say to myself, you really mean that? And he really does, I think. Hakia Papaya says, falling from grace in a nanosecond. Yeah, he can certainly change uh, the atmosphere. He can. He can. Um, maybe it is. I said I was going to play a summer night. Can I start it off with that? A summer night's kiss. These two would certainly be diametrically opposed. I think y'all want some music. I'll see. Is that what y'all want? Some music? I mean, I like music. And you'd rather hear me, talk about somebody else. Like, Gia says, yes, Teddy, play it. Also, I pulled up from 3 years ago. Kamala Harris is going through some of her old photographs. And it's kind of interesting to hear her describe, her photos from younger, just throughout her life. Yeah, some of her younger photos, where she was, what she was thinking, what she was doing. So I have that as well. Yeah. Okay, I'll play it. Why not? We'll continue with Dr. UMAR. That was just 13 seconds.
She didn't pass no laws. She didn't drop off no resources. She didn't build no institutions or industries in the Black community. Oh, we need Black jobs. But somebody needs to go ask Orange Man Donald Trump. We may have to boo some of these gatekeepers. We may have to show up and boo some of these gatekeepers. We're not going to let you come to the Black community and exploit the poor, uneducated Black vote, and our people don't get nothing. We're not going to let y'all do that.
He said, we're not going to let y'all do that. And speaking of which, he says, there should be some rallies or something going on in Chicago. And don't y'all be silent in Chicago. Don't let Kamala Harris and the folks come here and y'all don't show up and show out. Now, Chicago is only 4 hours away from me. And y'all know I love Chicago. I do. I do. Okay, let's continue listening in. Yeah, we're just taking our time tonight.
We are the laughing stock of the United States.
Ooh.
We are the laughing stock of the United States.
Okay.
Don't you find it interesting? Don't you find it interesting?
Okay.
That when political candidates want the Black vote, they don't come and talk to you. They don't come and negotiate with you.
All right.
They don't come and reason you. When a politician wants the Black vote, they don't come and talk to you.
What?
They don't come and listen to you. They don't come in. Kamala Harris hasn't scheduled any listening sessions with the Black community. Donald Trump hasn't scheduled any listening sessions with the Black community. When they want the Black vote, they send Meg Thee Stallion in to shake her ass. And I love my sister. I love my sister.
You see how he got that in? You see how he got that in? They send Meg Thee Stallion to shake her assets. That's right. But then he said, I love my sister. I love my sister. What is this? Well, Trump has done a good job in making this a circus. But he's getting ready to go in though on when Kamala Harris was here, you know. Yes, she brought Meg Stallion and other rappers, and it attracted young people because they knew that they were getting at least a few minutes of Meg Stallion, right? Dancing and music for free. Because she's known all over, right? Yeah, and it's a strategy. Yeah, I guess if you want to attract, but the way he's going to pitch it is that's what is used to attract black people or younger black. Okay? That rather than sitting down and talking to them, you got to entertain. You got to entertain, I'll just say us, to get us to listen. Vicky Black says, I guess she felt she had to reach him some kind of way. Yes, reach them. Yes, to get the message. But listen to what he had to say about it.
I love my sister Meg Thee Stallion. No disrespect. I'm just using her as an example.
Okay.
When you want the black vote, you don't talk to them. Entertain them.
Okay.
They don't think. Black people want to be entertained. If you want the black vote, go send Meg Thee Stallion in and let her entertain them. Black people don't need to be talked to. Black people don't need to be negotiated with. Black people don't need to be listened to. Black people don't need to be reasoned. Send some rappers in to entertain them. You have to entertain the black vote out of the Negro community.
That was kind of. Now, if you hear me laugh, okay, you won't know exactly what I'm laughing at, okay? Because some things can, the way he says something. He says you have to entertain the vote out of the black community. I think now he may have said it just slightly different. Let's see.
And to entertain them, you have to entertain the black vote out of the Negro community.
Out of the Negro community. Okay. I said out of the community.
You have to entertain the black vote out of the Negro community. You have to entertain the black vote out of the Negro community. Let me give you a comparative example.
Okay. What is this?
Let me get.
That's weird.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. I'm on my Instagram Live. I'll call you back when I'm done.
Yeah, he's Pan-African. Oh, that's weird. Is he minimizing their...
Could you imagine if Kamala Harris... Could you imagine if Kamala Harris wanted the Chinese vote?
Okay.
And she showed up in Chinatown with a bunch of Chinese rappers rapping for the Chinese community to get the Chinese vote. Do you think she would get the Chinese vote after that? Do you think she would get the Chinese vote after that? If Kamala Harris wanted the Arab vote, what if she showed up with a bunch of Arabic musicians in Dearborn, Michigan? Kamala Harris is going to show up in Dearborn, Michigan with a bunch of Arabic rappers. Do you think she's going to get the vote after that?
I don't know. Is that fair?
That would be considered an extreme insult. That would be considered an extreme act of disrespect for every community except black people.
Okay.
We have an anti-Asian hate bill. We got an anti-LGBT bill. We got a Native American bill. We got an immigrant bill.
Okay.
But you know what we're going to do for black people? We're going to give them a Juneteenth cookout on the White House lawn. We're going to give black people a Juneteenth cookout on the White House lawn.
No, he didn't say that. A Juneteenth cookout on the White House lawn. Y'all know what happened.
Joe Biden, a Juneteenth cookout on the White. That's what you do with black people. Parties and bullshit. That's all they care about.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know.
Parties and bullshit. That's all they care
okay.
about. Parties and bullshit. That's all they care about. And then after they gave you a Juneteenth cookout on the White House lawn, they gave you a 50 years of hip hop destruction cookout at Kamala Harris's house.
Uh-oh.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Kamala Harris threw y'all a 50 years of hip hop destruction cookout at her house with her snow puppy. That's what she did for you.
He's certainly on the opposite side. And there is a little bit of a surgence, uptick in people who are voicing their opinions, strong opinions about Kamala Harris right now, coming from this perspective. Yeah. Outspoken. I played for you this afternoon the Michaela, right? The young lady who spoke at the Trump rally, Michaela Montgomery, in case you missed it. Yeah, she was the young lady who got his attention as he was walking through the Chick-fil-A. Okay. He can be rude. Vicky Black says he can be rude. Remember the content creator, Kevin, who passed away? I don't have to. Yeah. I think him and Dr. UMAR were at odds. I remember playing a video and a comparison of the two. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Dr. Umar had a lot to say about Kevin. Yeah, Kevin had a big channel. Yeah, he did. Baby Juju said, I never watched him before, just heard his name on the streets. Yeah. Can I play a little bit more? Can I play a little bit more before I get into A Summer Night's Kiss? Music. I said we're just going to mix it up. So this is kind of the chat part or talk. Yes. Okay.
And this is the woman you're going to vote in. She didn't pass no laws. She didn't drop off no resources. She didn't build no institutions or industries in the black community. Oh, we need black jobs. But somebody needs to go ask Orange Man Donald Trump.
Okay.
Somebody needs to go ask Agent Orange.
Agent
Donald Trump. Somebody needs to go ask Agent Orange, since you talked about black jobs. See, this is how you're supposed to conduct your politics. Go back to Donald Trump and say, since you talked about black jobs and you are a businessman yourself,
okay,
you come from corporate America, Donald Trump, since you brought up black jobs, how many industries are you going to build inside the black community? That's what we should have. My sisters on the National Association of Black Journalism couch, let me tell you where you three sisters messed up besides wearing red, white, and blue.
Ooh. Now he's getting ready to get into, I played that, sit down when former President Donald Trump sat down with the National Association of Black Journalists. And it was the three African-American women who questioned him. This part, I think he makes a valid point. There's a part. Gia Papaya says the Agent Orange. Yeah, that's laughable. That's what I said. You know, if you hear me laugh, it's okay. Agent Orange. But I'm going to listen to this part again because I think it's here that he makes a valid point about the sit down. You pick it out what you think it is. Let's see what he had to say.
Let me tell you where you three sisters messed up the other day, besides wearing red, white, and blue. Let me tell you where you three sisters messed up the other day. You only put that panel together to try to embarrass and chastise Donald Trump. You did not put that panel together to try to get some concessions out of him. So you wasted the whole panel because that was a pro Kamala Harris panel whose job was to make Donald Trump look bad. You can't afford to choose sides between two enemies. You can't afford to choose sides between two enemies.
You can't afford to choose sides between two enemies. In other words, so there was a missed opportunity. I think they could have asked for some things. Yes. But he's saying rather they use that time to chastise, humiliate, embarrass, do whatever they did to Donald Trump during that 35 or 40 minutes. See if you agree with this.
You can't afford to choose sides between two enemies. What you should have said was, since you brought up black jobs in your debate with Joe Biden, what you should have said was, since you brought up black jobs with Joe Biden, we of the American African community need to know how many industries are you going to build in Black America? If Donald Trump got on the news right now and said, I promise to build 5 factories that can employ at least 500 American Africans in 5 major Black cities, I would vote for him. If Kamala Harris got on the news and said, I will build 5 industries in 5 major Black cities to give jobs only to Black people, and I'm going to stop gentrification. I'm going to stop gentrification so those jobs don't end up going to non-Black people. If either one of them promised me that, I might vote November 5th. I might vote November 5th. I might vote November 5th. But guess what? They ain't building no industries for us. Because they're trying to exterminate us. They ain't got to build no industries for us because they know we're not going to organize and make them build any industries for us.
So for him, it's, of course, for his people, for African Americans, for Black people. Okay, he has his point of view. And he said if Donald Trump would build industries, put them in our communities, in Black or African American communities, and it would bring even 500 jobs, he would get his vote. He would get his vote. And then he talked about Kamala Harris if she would do this. What is this? Gia Papaya says maybe this dude should put up his own panel if he thinks he's the bee's knees. He has rather a unique following. He does. Yeah, he's pretty well known.
Where is the Congressional Black Caucus? Mighty quiet right now. I'm telling you right now, if I catch a Negro campaigning for Kamala or Donald,
Mm-mm.
and you ain't got a list of concessions, you better have a list of concessions on paper that better include industries.
Okay.
It better include industries. It better include economic investment in Black business. It better include criminal justice reform. It better include mass educational reform. Or we gonna boo you. We might got to have a couple boo parties.
So, economics, jobs, development, education, those are all important. Those are all important. So, he's not looking for, entertainment, shaking and shimmy. He wants to see, real progress, jobs, real opportunities, education, real schools, investment in the community. Okay.
Brothers and sisters, are y'all ready to show up and show out?
Okay.
We may have to boo some of these gatekeepers.
Uh-oh.
We may have to show up and boo some of these gatekeepers. We're not going to let you come to the Black community and exploit the poor, uneducated Black vote, and our people don't get nothing. We're not going to let y'all do that.
I can just imagine. And what is we're basically at the 5th. So let me look at my calendar. It should be 2 weeks away. It is. We have exactly 2 weeks and a few hours away. The 19th from tomorrow, 2 weeks. So I know there is going to be something going on in Chicago. He said, don't let them come to Chicago and we don't show up and show out. And ask for specific. Yeah. Not just don't come here and entertain us. Well, you know what? It's really for the DNC. This part. Yeah. It's and just like the RNC, to give your pitch to the rest of Americans, each night let them look, or all throughout the day, because Kamala Harris is the presumptive nominee. All they need to do is they've done a virtual roll call. She won. Okay, she got enough votes. So when they get there on the 19th, they'll, make it official. So that's what he wants. What else does he want?
We not going. Since y'all want to be gatekeepers for the white power structure, I'm going to be a gatekeeper for poor underclass Black America. That's right. Okay. Now we got our own gatekeepers now. I'm a ghetto gatekeeper. I'm going to protect my people from being exploited. I am a ghetto political gatekeeper.
He said he's a ghetto political gatekeeper, and he doesn't want to see his people exploited. And that's right, Bless. Wait a minute. Did Dr. UMAR? He said he bet not. Yes. Let it be clear. Yes. He did say that. Let's continue. Oh, it's we're 2 weeks away. They're you wait.
I'm going to stop my people from being exploited by Black bourgeoisies who want to give Black people false hope.
Not the Black bourgeoisie. That's what he thinks of Kamala Harris. Black bourgeoisie. And the rest of them that will come along with her. This is for education. This is for entertainment purposes. And yes, I guess a little criticism. I said it wouldn't be much. For our learning, this is Dr. Umar Johnson.
To help one of these enemies get elected to the White House.
He said, help one of these enemies get elected to the White House.
Melanin drip.
Melanin drip.
Melanin drip.
What's he saying?
Let me check in with my Ifa Tunde queen. And where my queens at? Ladies, are you there? Butter almond, are you there? Butter pecan, are you there?
He's calling.
Warm peanut butter, are you there? Smooth cinnamon, are you there?
Oh, he's calling his ladies. Smooth.
My milky nutmeg sisters, are my fudge sisters there?
Oh.
My African pina coladas, are you there? My warm walnut, my smooth chestnut queens.
All right.
My brown sugar queens, my light brown sugar, my dark brown sugar, my medium brown sugar queens.
All right.
Where my natural hair queens at? Are my happy to be nappy queens in the building?
Happy to be nappy.
Are my happy to be nappy queens in the building? I just got to check. I love my sisters. I love you, ladies.
He loves all of us.
I'm always going to defend my sisters. Oh, yes. Beta males, control your coon chip. Beta males, control your coon chip.
Mm-hmm.
Beta males, relax. Beta males. When you serve the people, you too will get love from the queendom.
Okay.
When you serve the people, you too will get love for the queen. When you serve the people.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I'm going to take more pictures today. Eastern Michigan University, Honors College, 3 o'clock today. Black Consciousness Conference, Saturday, August 3rd. Edward Wilmot Biden, solar return.
Yes, he was in Detroit this past weekend or this weekend. Yeah. He was making his rounds in the Motor City and in the, other areas such as Ypsilanti and, Highland Park, Detroit, Flint, surrounding areas, suburbs, African American, where he can speak to the people.
I'm going to take more pictures today. I love posting pictures with my beautiful African sisters.
Okay.
I love posting pictures with my beautiful. Oh, yes. I hope I get my passport so I can go see my beautiful London queens. Where my London queens at? Where my Brixton queens of the United Kingdom at? Where my Wolverhampton queens and my Luton queens and my Manchester queens of England at? Where my Irish queens at? Oh, yes. Where my Scottish African queens? Oh, yes. Where my Costa Rica queens? Where my Honduras queens? Where my Panamanian queens? Where my Brazilian queens? Where my Jamaican queens and my Turks and Caicos queens and my Bahamian queens? And where my Texas queens? Where my Michigan queens? Where my Florida queens? Where my California queens? Where my DC queens? Where my Maryland queens? Where my Connecticut queens? Where my Rhode Island queens at? Where my Omaha, Nebraska queens? Where my Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul queens?
He definitely is, speaking to the ladies right now. All the different African queens from the diaspora. Gia says, ooh, he sounds like he's calling out all the donuts. Only Gia papaya. Let's go. Dr. Umar Johnson. No, he's serious.
Brothers and sisters.
He's serious.
Brothers and sisters.
You gotta listen to.
We have to get back on the Garvey train because we are losing.
On the Garvey.
We have to get back on the Garvey train because we are
Marcus
losing.
Garvey.
We have to get back on the Garvey train because we are losing. Listen, y'all. Black on black crime is purging the black men, purging the black community of black men.
Here he's gonna make.
We need industries. We need an overhaul of the education system.
Okay.
Two things for Kamala and Donald. When y'all talk to Kamala and Donald, your governor candidates, your senatorial candidates, your state legislature candidates, institutions, industries, and education. That's it.
Institutions, industries, education. That's it. Whether you are talking to Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. That's right. Bless says a roll call. That's what it was. That's, like equal opportunity. That's it. That's what he wants to hear. That's what he's saying that African Americans need to hear.
Build some industries with livable wage jobs.
For the poor.
Build some industries with livable wage jobs and overhaul the school system. That's all we need. Jobs and schools, better jobs and better schools. That's all we need.
Jobs and schools.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
1968, a few months before Dr. King was assassinated. In 1968, a few months before Dr. King was assassinated, Lyndon Baines Johnson's Kerner Commission put out a study on the causes of the race riots of 1967. They put out a study on the causes of the race riots of 1967.
And I was around. I was young. I was 8 years old, 8.5.
Tomorrow morning is new moon in Leo. Where are my Leos at?
I'm right here. He said, where are his Leos at? I think he's a Leo too. I'm definitely Leo. Where all my Leos at?
Where my Leos at? Brother Leos, sister Leos, elderly, where my Leos at? Tomorrow is new moon in Leo. All Leos, make sure you wake up and meditate during the new moon. Don't sleep on the new moon tomorrow, Leos. We are ruled by the sun. We are the center of existence. Tomorrow is a new moon in Leo. 7 a.m., 7:10 a.m., I believe, Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in California, you got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. My California Leos, my Texas Leos, my Minneapolis Leos, my Omaha Leos, you got to get up at 6 a.m. And my East Coast Leos, you got to get up at 7 a.m. Make sure you meditate for African liberation and into Black crime and into Black femicide and into sexual trafficking. Re-emergence of self-respect, re-emergence of solidarity, re-emergence of organization, liberation for our mother continent of Africa, because no matter how much we struggle in America, we can't forget Africa. No matter how much we fight in America, we can't forget Africa. Africa is the motherland. It is the mother continent. She is the queen mother of us all. As she goes, so goes the rest of us.
The oldest that they have found is from Africa. The oldest woman, yeah. And archaeologists, they have said that.
As Africa goes, so goes the rest of us. Pretendians, hop off the feed right now.
Now that did you hear what he said? Pretendians. Pretendians. The pretendians. I think that's those that want to be mixed with Indian. I'm talking about the native. I think it's the Native American Indians that he's talking about. The pretendians. I have never heard that. The pretendians. Allegedly.
Pretendians, hop off the feed right now.
Pretendians,
hop off the feed right now. Brothers and sisters.
Hop off. Hop off. And that was just a little bit of what Dr. UMAR had to say. he had a lot to say, more specifically about um, Kamala Harris, her agenda, um, what happened, when when she was in Georgia. Uh, yeah, he talks about Trump too, but his focus is in um, Black America, supporting and education, jobs, economics. That's his focus for what he thinks, I believe, that Black Americans need to ask, and this is how they could benefit. Real, real jobs, real education, and that. All right. Wow, that was an hour. I said I was going to play some music. Okay, let me just play this one. It's nice, it's light, and I'll come back and look at you know, look at the chat. Yeah, it's a summer night. It's hot, but we're relaxing here in the beer cave. Yeah, we just have a little open chat. I don't know. I'm going to check my mail and I'll be back. Yes. Now, that was relaxing music. I have checked my emails and thank you for sending your comment on the topic. Yes. So one listener wanted to chime in and just remind me and others that Harris Faulkner, the lady who was in the red, remember, Dr. Umar said they wore red, white, and blue, or yes, like the flag. Uh, Harris Faulkner, yeah, she is an anchor for Fox News, and she had interviewed Donald Trump. I think it was just earlier. Yeah. So she is a supporter. Yes. Yeah. Do you think the questions from the very beginning, when you listen to the ABC anchor, when, she started off her questioning, from the very beginning, he thought it wasn't a question, more of a statement, and that it was nasty. Yeah. It wasn't as pleasant as he thought the beginning would be. I don't know. If you are in, what is it, the Florida area, Tropical Storm Debbie is strengthening as it closes in on landfall in Florida's Big Bend region. The storm's most impactful chapter might come after landfall when the storm slows to a crawl over the southeast. Authorities in Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina are urging residents to prepare as the storm makes its way through the Gulf, with Debbie now expected to undergo rapid intensification and with potentially historic amounts of rainfall in the forecast. Yeah. So it's not just um, the storm as it comes in, it's, the flooding too. So if you're in those parts of the country, just make sure you're safe. Maybe it will pass through and won't do too much damage, but you just never know, right? I think that's going to do it for me. I said I was going to start early so that I could finish early. Look, it's 10:39. How about that for a Sunday night? Yeah. I hope each and every one of you enjoyed just hanging out, relaxing, little talk. That's all. A summer night. Are we going to be dreaming? Plus open chat. I read some of your comments. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Join me in the morning for Messy Mocha. But that shall do it for me. What happened to my good night? There it is. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night. How did I miss that? Jump right back in here. Say happy birthday to Gia Papaya. Tomorrow is your birthday. You're a Leo too. I'm too sick to celebrate still. That's right. I think you said you had COVID. What time do you think I should get up to meditate, though? I think you're talking. Yeah. Wow. I hope you feel better on your birthday. Yeah. Get some rest. Yeah. Happy birthday.